Art has the power to move us, challenge us, and to see the world in a completely different way. And today I'm with Kim, who's a mosaic artist in a beautiful home studio here, just to chat a little bit about being a self-employed artist, but specifically around mosaic. So it is wonderful to meet you, Kim.
Thank you so much, you too. Thank you so much for coming through.
Of course.
It's lovely to meet you.
Beautiful to be here. And I wanted to ask you, what were you doing before you decided to become a mosaic artist or get more into mosaics?
I was in corporate for many, many years. I was a salesperson and I traveled all over the country. I loved the human aspect of it, but I've always been creative. And yeah, the pull to actually take my career to the next level was something that I battled with, but I eventually took the plunge.
So what was that sort of pinnacle moment for you to be like, okay, I want to move away from this completely and just dive straight in?
I think I was in a business situation which didn't work out. And after that, I had lots of time for reflection and just to kind of gauge where I was in life. And I started playing again with my mosaics. I hauled out a very dusty old mosaic. It was actually a portrait, which I sold to an old friend of mine who's in New Jersey. And I fell in love again. You know, I had more time, obviously. It was a bit scary because I thought I was in between jobs. But in fact, it absolutely lit me up. And I decided it was what I absolutely had to do.
So obviously going down a more creative path is not the easiest thing to do, but you've made it into something which is absolutely wonderful. Well done to you.
Thank
so what
you.
has it been like for you being self-employed? Realistically, as an artist, I've spoken to a few people, and especially in South Africa, not the easiest. So what's been kind of your drive to keep going as a self-employed artist?
You're absolutely right. I mean, there are huge challenges. First of all, working from home with a son and a husband and dogs and cats and everything and life. You know, there are lots of interruptions. But I think it's a focus and a discipline. And I've found I've really my sense of discipline has grown. There's an enormous amount of discipline around being an artist, because otherwise there'd just be hundreds and hundreds of unfinished pieces all around me. So it really is a discipline, and I think the big challenge was initially putting myself out there. You know, I in sales in my corporate career, I could sell ice to Eskimos. But when you sell something that you've made with your own hands, it's a very, very, very different ball game. You know, it's so much more personal and intimate. And I guess one sense of doubt and fear and all those horrible emotions creep in. But I think I'm really noticing and appreciating and loving my journey and my growth. And it's giving me the confidence to get out there and actually I want to see more and more and more people mosaicing, because I believe it's just so beautiful. It's what the world really needs.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I mean, our whole space here has just got so much going on. And so what is your dream then for your business, for where you are now, where you would like to go? What is your dream for mosaicing and yourself?
I would, as an artist personally, I'd really like to grow in the design space. I am aligning myself with interior designers and architects and various people in the design arena, and wanting to do a bit more contemporary work and so on. I find, I've done a bit of work for them. I've done a lot of work for private clients. I'd love to do a really big public installation. That's a huge,
possibly the Musenberg car park.
That would be amazing.
Nice.
That would be amazing. And I think also, community, to actually get involved in a community project. There are a lot of amazing mosaic artists right here in Cape Town. And I think, everybody works in an insular way, where if we all got together and did something incredible, like the Mossel Bay subway, I don't know if you know about it.
I've seen those, yeah.
It's absolutely amazing, to do something really, really special. That perhaps we could involve school children and underprivileged children and teach people skills and that sort of thing. That's where I'd really like to, do some work. Obviously, it would need funding,
Yeah.
but that's something I would absolutely love to do.
So your heart's with the people, with reaching out to people. And that's also what dreamXchanger is about as well, as people helping people, working with individuals like yourself as well. I think that's really the way forward with self-employment and self-economic empowerment. And if you had any advice to people who are kind of going down this path, curious, maybe they want to leave their 9-to-5 job, what would that be for them? Some maybe like top 3 tips for people wanting to be self-employed as an artist.
I think very importantly, I draw a lot of strength from my background in corporate. Although it took a while to put myself out there and sell myself, because everything's handmade by me, it's difficult to, initially to actually put yourself out there, because people might say, oh, that's revolting, but I think to have faith in yourself, to really have faith in what you love. And if it is what you love, that's what will shine through, and also if you haven't got the background, perhaps like I've been fortunate to have had that path, to perhaps do a little business course.
So upskill yourself a little bit,
absolutely.
Like take your own knowledge, take it to the next level.
Absolutely. And there's so many affordable ways to do that. You don't have to go and do a 3-year degree.
Small
rather
courses.
Be creating art. So, and that's, and I think also to connect, we tend to be really insular. And I think where I was in my life when I first went into Mosaics full time, I was in a very kind of insular space and just mosaicing fastidiously morning, noon and night. And now I'm finding more of a balance between, being creative and actually drawing inspiration from what's outside, the people and the beautiful people in the art community that are, I've received such kind, like mentoring, and there's just so much to share that you can't actually keep inspired all on your own. You need a community. And I think that's really important.
That's wonderful. Well done to you. I think you've made some beautiful pieces here.
Thank you.
And so if people would like to get hold of you, can they contact you on WhatsApp or website or anything like that?
Absolutely. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I'm under Piece of Me. It's PEACE. And I offer workshops as well. So you can have a look at my classes and come along and join me. It's a wonderful way to relax and unwind and just connect with other like-minded creative people.
I love that. So if you're looking to be creative, contact Kim if you'd like to keep supporting artists as well. But just, keep on being creative and just doing what you're doing, because it really is stunning. And
Thank you
look so
much,
alive,
Nicole.
and you look like you absolutely love what you do, which is brilliant.
Thank you.
So
I do.
Amazing.
Thanks for coming to
Of course.
It's been such fun.
It's been great meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you.